Hello, and Randy here. Today working on the John Deere 2010. Seems like I've been starting off a lot of videos looking at this tractor here. Quite a few more than I was hoping for, but anyway, today we got to work on that flat tire. So see if we can get that flat tire fixed there. Hopefully that won't take too much. Probably what I'm going to do is jack it up, grab some soapy water, spin it around there, see if I can find. I'm thinking something must have got in the tire and poked it. Was up by my grandpa's there a couple days here ago. Took it for a spin while I adjusted the carburetor. Speaking of which, we got to work on that too. And yeah, must have rode over something there somewhere that made the tire go flat. Don't know what, because I stayed on the driveway, the main driveway, for the entire time. And yeah, must have been something somewhere that got in that tire. So we'll jack that up, give it a spin, see what stuff we can find out, plug it. Worst case scenario, if I can't find it, well, we're gonna tire inject it. Might even tire eject it anyway, just to for a little extra added measure. I'm not sure, is there a tube in this or not? Verdict is yes, there is a tube in that. Now, you ever wondered, by the way, how do you tell if a tire has a tube or not? You look at the valve stem. This valve stem is a valve stem from a tube. It is not a valve stem that goes like in the rim here. The rim valve stems will have basically a seat around that covers this outside portion. Whereas this does not. You can see this, I can push this in, which probably better not do that. So yes, if I wanted to, I could push that in. You would not be able to do that with a tire that had or did not have a valve stem. Or yeah, all tires that have valve stems. A tire that has a tube, you can do that with. A tire that does not have a tube, you cannot push the valve stem in, or at least you shouldn't be able to anyway. So yeah, we're gonna start with that, and then, carburetor here too. The carburetor is leaking again, everyone, so I don't know what's up with that. You can see it's all wet here, so I don't know. You folks have any good ideas? And unfortunately, my videos are slightly delayed here, but rest assured, I do still read the comments, and I still look at them, and I still, if I haven't solved the problem by then, I will, use whatever solution you folks gave. But just keep in mind, my videos are a couple days behind, and maybe a week behind at the most. So I might have it fixed by then. But in the event I don't, be sure to leave a comment. What do you think is causing that? We've been into that carburetor like a dozen times now, everyone. That float seems to be fine. The valve, the seat for the valve, well, it's all brand new, seems to be good. I cannot find anything wrong with the valve seat, or the little valve piece, or the floats. They all seem to work just fine. So yeah, if you got any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Anyway, yeah, so I guess once I fix the tire, we're going to pull that off and get that fixed. I still have the bucket here I need to fix yet as well. That's if this doesn't take too long, I want to work on that next. I started grinding it a little bit here. I think I mentioned this last video. Oh boy, is that going to be a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of grinding there. Plus I need to grind that piece there as well. That's the piece that goes in right there. Took the whole tooth off right with it. I noticed with this bucket, by the way, you can see, looks like this tooth has been welded on. I think this tooth is original. I think that one's original. Doesn't look like that one's broken off, because that looks, that looks like a pretty nice clean weld on there. It looks official. This one's definitely broken off. You can see, I don't know, maybe you can't see it well, but you can see where the old original tooth was. Notice how far back it is. Someone has ground that down and welded a new tooth piece holder thingamajigger on there. Anyway, let's get this tire jacked up. Well, everyone, located. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hopefully you can see that. It is a sidewall split there. The sidewall is split. Keep in mind, like I was saying too, there is a tube in here. So that means the tube, if it's broken this location, I don't know, but that's definitely where the air is escaping. So I don't like that. I'm not sure. I was hoping it'd be out in this area here somewhere. I just plug it and maybe throw some tire jack into it. That I don't like so much. Yeah, don't like that so much. Don't like that at all. Going to have to think about this one here, everyone. Maybe see if I can locate another tire, because, yeah, again, don't like that. Don't like that at all. So, yeah, that's definitely not good. Not good at all. I mean, I could put tire jack in it, everyone. That would most likely, I would think, would fix it. But the fact that it's on the sidewall like that, I still don't like the fact that it's on the side. And it's not like down here. If it was down here, I'd probably say definitely replace the tire. I mean, it is up here. So still do not like that. Plus, okay, again, everyone, it's got a tube in it. That means the tube has a hole, plus the tire has a hole. So technically, both of these should be able to hold air. You know, if the tube doesn't, the tire should hold air as well. But yeah, clearly neither of them are holding air. And that's got to be where the leak is. So I should probably mark that here before I go any further. And yeah, I'm not going to do anything else with that for the moment, I don't think. I'm going to see if I can find another tire. And I got the float off here. I don't know, are those floats floating? Not sure. But as you can see, the carburetor is definitely too full. It's basically right up to that level there. So I'm thinking that it's definitely got to be something wrong with the float. Either the float ain't floating, which it almost looks like it's not. It'd be pretty bad because that's a brand new floats there. Or there's still something wrong with that valve and seat yet. Okay, well, I think I'm going to start with here, everyone. I got a little container out here. I'm going to fill that up with some fuel. And we'll see once if this float floats. Hopefully it does. If it does, then it's got to be something wrong with that valve and seat. And I don't know, going to have to get a new valve and seat, I guess. I don't know. Should just have a whole new carburetor, but oh well. Well, everyone, the floats appear to be floating here. I took them straight out of the carburetor. They're stuck them in this thing of gasoline. They're definitely floating, so that's good. They must have just been stuck in there the way they were when I took them out. Also, I do have one more valve piece here. I unfortunately don't have the seat for the valve, so I got to reuse that. But I'm going to try that, see if that works. Yeah, I really don't know what else to try here, because I do not see anything wrong with that. I don't also see anything wrong with, where did it go here? Oh, I don't know where it went. The other valve, wherever that went, I don't see anything wrong. Did I drop it in here? No, I didn't drop it in there. Well, wherever it went, don't see anything wrong with that one either, so try it and see what it does, I guess. The floats are properly adjusted per the instructions here, which, what does it say, 1/4 inch? Yeah, maybe, oh no, there it is right there. Yep, 1/4 inch adjustment. So the floats are properly adjusted here, so that shouldn't be a problem. And like I said, they're definitely floating. Okay, everyone, hopefully you can see in there. We're looking on the inside of the carburetor here. Let's just put it this way. This carburetor is about ready to get blown to kingdom come here, because what I did before I put it on, I made sure this was perfectly dry in here. It's been on here for about, I don't know, see, can I get this to focus any better? It's been in there for maybe 5-10 minutes now. Yeah, notice what's happening? She's leaking fuel in there again, isn't she? Yeah. Leaking fuel. How do you like that? The question is why? Well, everyone, just finished taking the carburetor back off, putting it back on here. Made sure it's good and dry in there. I cleaned and polished basically the gasket seal here, as well as the seat and all that good stuff. See if it makes a difference. Like I said, everyone, I really don't know here. Well, everyone, there's no fuel leaking in there yet. It's been about 15 minutes. It's still perfectly dry inside there. I'm not convinced we have this fixed here yet. And the only reason I say that is all I did was polish basically this here top and bottom and put it back together. That's really all I did. And I don't see how well, I do see how polishing and cleaning this would prevent fuel from getting into this part here. However, in my opinion, the fuel should not be getting to here in the first place to get into here. So that's why I say, everyone, I'm not totally convinced we got this fixed yet. Basically, if you got fuel leaking out of your seal here, yeah, your seal's bad, but that also means your float's bad, because your float should control the fuel level, and your fuel level should not be that high in the first place. So, like I said, everyone, I'm not totally convinced we got this fixed yet. Again, like I said, polishing this, cleaning this means we got a really good seal here, but fuel shouldn't be getting there in the first place. I mean, you know, when you're running the tractor, everything's gonna be slopping around, and yes, that's when that seal is important. But just sitting here on the level, it shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't even actually need that seal in there technically. Sitting on the level like this, sitting where it is. So anyway, everyone, I think on that note, we're going to wrap up this video here. Like it seems like it's going with this tractor here. Taking way longer than it should. So tire, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about that. Probably going to need a new tube at the very least. And maybe see if I can round up another tire. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I need to get 2 tubes anyway, because I need one for the disc as well. I put a tube in there, but I didn't have another one. I just put the original one back in, and yeah, she's flat. She's flat. So apparently the tire itself doesn't even hold air. Oh well. Oh well. So anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them, and till next time. And yeah, if you have any ideas for the carburetor, throw them down below too, because the next idea is going to involve shotgun and slugs.